Good morning. Today I'm going to be jumping straight into doing some organizing. I feel like I am still in my spring refresh and there's just bits and pieces around the house that I would like to organize. And I'm going to start by doing a little Amazon unboxing. Shout out to Deborah. Deborah has been a long time follower and she's regularly DMing me stuff on Instagram, just like inspirational things, sewing, art projects, and home stuff. And 2 days ago she DM'd me this organizer and I was like, done, I have to get it. And in true Rachel fashion, I found the best item at the best price. This was like $16 and the rest of the listings on Amazon were like $40. So I'm going to unbox this and hope that it works. This is so big. I think this is gonna work really, really well. It is a shoe organizer. It has a clear plastic lid, which I think is really cool. It's a lot deeper than I thought. To be honest, I didn't actually look at the measurements. I just kind of went with whatever I saw in this person's video. I don't remember if this person had a 9 square one or if they had a 16 one like I do, but for $16, this is exactly what it needs to be. If anyone's paying $40 for this, it's probably not worth it because it is, you know, a little flimsy, but it's gonna do the job. I think I'm gonna go and get my shoes, test this out. It's kind of designed for flat shoes, but I think because it's so deep, I might be able to fit some of my heels in there as well. This has been my current shoe organization. It's not a good use of the space and it's just a mess. So hopefully this box fixes things. I pulled out a collection of my most worn, or at least my favorite summer shoes. I guess the idea is that you just put your shoes together and pop them into one of the little spaces. I have some small heels. If I go this way, that should work. These ones are a bit chunky, but they still kind of fit. And then I have bigger heels. I don't know if these will fit. Nope, they definitely fit. 2, 4, 6, 7. I still have so much room. These ones don't really fit because it's the heel as well as like a higher back and it's kind of just too wide for the space. But in terms of flats and small heels, totally works. Let's try sneakers. I don't think these are gonna, oh wait, if the sneaker squishes, they'll fit together in one. Otherwise you might have to put them separately, but it still works. I filled it up with all of my summer type shoes. I have these little blue Mary Janes from Evelyn. I have these little white strappy heels from Revolve. These are my favorite shoes and they are the shoes that I get the most questions about. These are from Jessica Simpson. I got them at Marshall's about a year ago for $25, but I did see them last week in Marshall's as well. So they're still around. Then I just have these Steve Madden strappy sandals. Those ones are a repurchase. I have my Primark sandals that are starting to really wear out. I have my new Cozy Island flats as well as the heels. I also have these little black Dior slides. I have these sneakers that I got from an online boutique here in America years ago, back when I was still living in Australia. My crappy little $25 Big W sneakers. I have these really fun heels from Aldo. I think these are so great in summer. I got them a million years ago and they're a low heel too, so they're really comfortable. I have my gold champagne heels. These are quite new. I got them when I was back in Australia. I have my Nordstrom slides. These have seen better days. They're pretty torn up, but very comfortable. And then the last ones are from Novo, and these are just some black slip-on heels. That shoe storage was the exact amount that I needed for all of my most worn summer shoes. I still have a few heels and things that are in the really big storage tub that I have under the clothes on the rack on that far side of the closet, but I don't wear them as often, so I don't really need them out. And the storage tub, the new one, fits perfectly onto that little black bookshelf. And I took the plastic sort of lid and I wrapped it underneath and turned it to the side so that there's a handle facing out. So I can just pull it out, pull out the shoes that I need and push it back in. Like, it is exactly what I needed. So I'm really happy with that. There's no more shoes on the ground. There's no more pile of shoes on the shelf, and it's just utilizing the space so much better. Anyway, the next storage thing we're gonna be doing this afternoon is working on document organization. I have this little shredder here that I got off Amazon, and over the weekend, my boyfriend and I sat down for a couple of hours and we went through all of his documents. I don't know what it is about in the US, but everything seems to be done in hard copy here. You have to really opt in for digital versions of things, which I've done for most stuff like the bank, health insurance, all my health providers, all that sort of stuff. I've now opted into having it all sent to me via email because I have never had so much mail as I have living here, and there's just so much that I need to sort through for my stuff. But we did his the other day and we shredded so much and we categorized all of his documents, and then that day I did end up doing an Amazon order for some document storage. So I'm going to put all of his stuff into documents. These come with like labels on the front of them so I can actually write down what's in each folder. And I got the colored ones for him. I bought the plain white ones for myself, but I haven't done my document storage at all. Like, I haven't touched any of it. I love shredders. They're just super, super convenient, and they are really helpful for kind of like hiding any personal information, your name, your address, anything, especially with the amount of health stuff that you get sent here. Really, really important. So I am going to put away his stuff first, and then I'll start on mine. This is all of my stuff that was in the cupboard out in the living room. It's not necessarily documents, it's like a mix of arts and crafts and documents that I have at the bottom, and some pattern pieces, which this actually might be a good way to store some of my pattern pieces and the art supplies, you know? How cute is this little yellow stapler I have? It's from Target, and it's just the cutest little thing. I just have some paperwork I need to start stapling together. These are my original folders from I don't know when. I think I got these in 2021, so I have 3 sets of document folders. I have this other one which has keepsakes, is that the word? You know, just like important things. Like, I have some plane tickets and some like train tickets from when I was in Japan, and just a few bits and pieces from when I was traveling. So I don't know what to do with that, but that's just the sentimental stuff that I will figure out what to do with at some point. And I think these ones are documents. I'm pretty sure they're from the bank. And then I have another 2 folders underneath for storage. So I think I'm gonna be fine with all the new ones and the old ones. This is a pile of stuff that can get shredded. I'm gonna sit here in the corner of my room because I actually have an outlet right here. I would normally do this in the living room, but the living room is such a mess, and tomorrow is like my full apartment clean day. So I'm gonna sit here and shred everything. This was not as difficult as I thought it was because it was such a mess in the cupboard. Like, it was this big mismatched stack of everything. So I thought there was a lot more to sort through, but there's actually not. I kind of, past me, had actually done a little bit of organizing. There is one pile though of like recent letters and stuff that I think I put on the corner of the bed over there that I also have to shred, but let's get shredding. This is what it looks like when it's done shredding. It's so much better when it grinds it up like this instead of just the long strips. And then I think I could probably keep going a little bit. It doesn't seem too full, like there's a fill line here, and if you shake it around it kind of flattens out a little bit, so I think I might pop it back on and keep going. I really wish that I had a garden that I could put this into, or even a worm farm. Worms can have shredded paper, right? But it feels like such a waste just putting it into the garbage here, but I don't really know what else to do with it. Documents have been shredded, and I have the little tags that go on the front of the new folders we got. So I'm just gonna start labeling everything. I think I'll just use this like medium-sized marker that has VidCon written on it. Australia. I must have got this in like a gift bag at VidCon a million years ago. Still works totally fine. Now I just have to remember all of the different labels. I think there's 3 for myself and then the rest are for my boyfriend. I have sewing patterns. 1 done. All the documents are done. They're unintentionally color coordinated. I didn't mean to put them into rainbow color, but they just look so neat. The problem I'm having now is that this is quite a thick stack of documents and the shelf out there is only about this big. So I might have to find somewhere else to keep them, but it's all consolidated, all done, all organized. This is the shelf that I was talking about. There's just not enough room to fit all of the documents, but I have them down here next to my overlocker. Normally my sewing machine fits right in there, but it is at the end of my bed. I don't know what we'll do, whether we'll just keep it like this. I could put some more sewing stuff up on that little mini shelf now, but maybe I could reorganize my boyfriend's Alex drawers and we could turn that into a bit of a filing cabinet. I don't know, but for now, I think that's pretty organized and done. I was just thinking about some more storage ideas because ever since I did my wardrobe clear out, it still feels so messy. I got rid of a bunch of stuff and I've actually been slowly selling some things on Facebook Marketplace. I think it's the best way to make a little bit of extra cash. Most of my stuff is just listed for $5 a piece, but people will tend to go, hey, I'll take these 5 or 6 items and I'll give you 20 bucks. I'm like, perfect, it's easy. And so it's been really fun just kind of selling all that stuff. And I've made a few $100s so far over the last couple of months selling bits and pieces around my apartment. So it's just a fun like little hobby of mine to sell things on Facebook Marketplace. Some might say that it's far more effort than the return of money to, you know, to make the listing and all that kind of thing, but I don't mind it. I just enjoy it. Anyway, I have a tub behind me that's full of the stuff from my wardrobe. I just don't feel like I took enough out of my wardrobe. I think I need to do another declutter, and it's just been really, really messy, and I realize it's because I just have terrible organization. So I just purchased another organizational thing off Amazon, and it's gonna go on the back of that door. It's like an over door hook organizational caddy. So there's 2 baskets and then a few hooks on the bottom, and I think that might be really good for my handbags and some of my accessories because I fixed the shoe shelf, and that makes a lot of sense. But the shelf up from that is just handbags, and I have like my Lululemon belt bags thrown on there, and it's not neat and it's messy and things keep falling off. And so I might even be able to free up some hangers if I go back to folding my jeans. I could probably put my folded jeans on the shelf where the handbags were, and then I could move the handbags to the back of the door. Also too, that part of my room is very, very empty. There's nothing really there. I won't mind seeing all of the bags. Also too, I always leave the door about this far out from the wall because that sliding door has to move over. So I think it's gonna have the right amount of space, and the door's open 90% of the time anyway, so you won't really see it. You'll only see it when the door's closed, and that's just at nighttime. So I think it'll work really well in that space. I was reading some of the reviews. Another one said it was highly returned and people didn't like it. I decided to go with this other one because it had better reviews. So we'll see how it goes. It's gonna come in a few days. But I'm excited. I'm excited to just try out all these little organizational things to try and get this apartment feeling a little bit better considering it's so crammed in here. Anyway, I think I might wrap my little organization afternoon up here. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out while I do a few bits and pieces. It's just nice for me because I don't have to do it alone. And if you have any organizational suggestions, please let me know because I just need to do something, just like little bits here and there, maybe some hooks, I don't know, things to just get this place feeling a little less overwhelmed and keeping it clean because things just get messy so quickly. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed hanging out and I will see you very shortly.